Man know what comes with the life that man live, innit? Maybe man weren't even ready for what was about to happen. I couldn't make it a career at that time. Whereas now I'm super prepped up to be who I need to be when I get there. The drip can't done, you know what I'm saying? Really can't done, you know what I'm saying? It can't be meaty. Like, that's it. Just make sure it's not meaty.
So this is where we grew up, me and Asco'S.
Okay. Where's this?
Special. So over there you have Pembury Estate, and then you got London Fields that way.
Fields has always been a place where street legends are heard of, are known, are seen.
Growing up and seeing like how the older guys around us, how they moved, how they deal with certain things, it was mesmerizing, I would say.
There was certain prominent blocks in Hackney that you heard about as soon as you landed. And Phil's block by far was maybe the most known block, especially for money getting. Yeah, London Phil's, bro, that was just hustle city, and with the hustling coming off machines and that, so it was kind of gun city as well, hence why them man, they put the whole play together, MashTown and Rare Tear Tear, so the biggest hustlers from Hackney and potentially East London was from London Phil's, facts.
I went to all boys school. You know, I went to the same school as us. We went to Mohammedan boys, so we never felt like, oh, this place is dangerous or this place is rough. It was just something that we got used to, you know? So even the whole coming up or growing up in Hackney and London Fields, where people would say it's a gang, when we was growing up, we were just a bunch of kids playing together. And then you get thrown in this category of, oh, these guys are from over there. That's who they are.
We're just name brand, man.
Yeah, we're name brand.
We're name brand, and it's just
high end.
It's like, obviously, if you're a certain age, then it's something that you're just born into. You get what I'm trying to say, that, but it comes from legacies and from generations before, and the people that was from there originally and that raised us.
Around that time, they would have the most exclusive footwear or the most exclusive outfit, whether it's the Visu jeans or the newest DNG or the bikes. You know, back then it was the 90s, it was the R6 and the R1s, they were in fashion. Get an R6 and ride through the park, brand new, crash it, and then next day you see him give another one. This is like real life stuff, you know? Stuff that you'd see on TV, but these guys are actually doing it in front of us.
Yeah, it's like a movie, boy. And that's basically how it was in Fields, you get me, growing up. It was just like mad inspiring. At the same time, man was in awe, you get what I'm saying?
I won't name his name, but there was a youth who, the one who I mentioned, I think actually came up with the name. When he was 15, he took his whole year to McDonald's. His whole year. You know how much money it costs to take your whole year to McDonald's when you're 15 in school? There's another brother who's like the top of the tree, who we're like 17, and he's driving around in a convertible pink SL, Mercedes Benz. It's a £70,000 car. He's 17.
The man them slept in Selfridges, had black bags full of gum, so we was Versace's like £1,200 shirts up, and
off-key mosh.
Phil's boys we was the littest, you know what I'm saying?
The influence on the culture is undeniable, bro, and all of that come from Phil's block. See me, and I remember watching a clip and I see Russell Brand on TV saying that was media, and I said, fucking hell, brethren, yo, where's the reparations? The culture's gotten mad, brethren, what are you talking about?
So Asco'S just keeping up tradition. And I don't mean it like I mean it in the best possible way. Like everything that he's about and that he stands for, drip-wise, jewelry, them man were doing that in the year 2000.
Outside looking in, it's like, you can see that man aspired to be more than man's environment. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's bigger than like just being bad or getting money, and you know what I'm trying to say? Like, other people could most probably do this, but it don't even make sense for them to do this. Like, whereas where we're from, it's like, it makes all the sense to do the mad thing. It's just, I just think it's just mad inspirational, isn't it? Some people would say it's a bit OTT, but yeah, man ain't half-stepping in it. It's like, yeah.
I couldn't give a fuck if I don't blow, cause today on my strip, that's another old soul. I got the pen, but keep it on the low though. You can take a pic and I ain't talking about a photo.
This young ass fresh out the bing, fresh off the block. Hey, what's it? Just growing up, man, the man and me used to just rap in it, in the yard and that. We were spitting grime, you know, originally. Man wanna keep it funky, but man never recorded nothing. Like I said, that's just amongst the man them in the yard or on the block or whatever not. And then when I came home from jail, I actually went to the booth, you get me? And recorded my first song. I must have been around 17 or something.
The Straight Gully mixtape, that's where we found Asco?
Yeah, that's where we found him.
I just heard him spitting and like, you know, my thing back then was more like trap rap. It weren't really gang in it, and he was just talking that talk, talking about being up and down the motorway, and I was like, bro, who's this? From there, like, he just stood out from all of them man that was rapping on the tape.
The MashTown, the development school, you get me, is serious, you get me? There's loads of talent down there just cultivating, you know what I'm trying to say? Asco's always been from Phil, didn't it? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like all of us, we all grew up together, like, even
brothers,
like, yeah, his brother, his sister, whatever. I listened to the Straight Gully mixtape, and Smalls, shouts out Smalls, you get me? He was over there just on a general thing, and he had all of them on there, like bare man that I never even knew. But straight away, I heard RDM and heard Asco, and I was like, no, you two, you need to stop fooling around with these kids.
I'm serious with the big lads, did it?
And yeah, that's when them man was on me. Like, raw, like, what, we never knew, you know what I'm saying? We never knew you had it like that.
As was always in and out. So As would come in, rap for a little bit, then he fucked off for like 6 months, 7 months. You ask about As is trapping, he's doing what he's doing, rare. So there was no incentive.
I'm getting hella love in the streets, innit? It's more in the streets, on the streets level, innit? It's like man's feeding the streets, but I couldn't make it a career at that time. Well, man could have, but man ain't going broke for the rap thing. And then, yeah, it all changed up. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, it become a thing where I'll be stupid not to.
I was raised in the ends, them guns go bang. We stay watching fence on the grind, hustling. We put in time for that money coming in, but sometimes it ain't working out.
I'm from East London, and MashTown is a massive name in East London, especially for music.
I know MashTown before MashTown was a rap group. So when you're saying before, there's a real before.
This man's whole, like, man came up with a name in my hostel.
Oh, so done?
Yeah, MashTown. Well, me and Cheds and that, yeah, came up with
I just remember
MashTown.
it was just MashTown one day. And they say, you're from MashTown, innit? Like, no, bro. You're from MashTown, bro.
They was intrigued, because everybody knows us. Like, what do you mean, them man are rapping? Like, what are you talking about? And then they heard it, and we was dope. The rest is history, man.
Man's gas, remember they're from my ends. Like I said, to even go to school and say you're from Phil's is brazy, bro. You hear what I'm trying to say? Like, there's nothing like this. So, man, that's just extra bragging rights. Like, they're man's bros, they're from man's place, and they're really the coldest out, like, at the time as well. You get me? Remember, it's at a local level, innit? It's like CD days and that. It's not no... But if you know, you know. In the streets, trust me, everyone's bumping empty.
You heard First Up to Bat before anyone. You was outside my yard in Bramshaw with Cheds, you and Cheds.
Yeah.
You might have been in that, you know, that Tipo or something like that, I'm not sure.
No, run it back, man. Run that cut. Like, no, bro, Benz that.
Yeah, he was in the... Man was in the Benz, you get what I'm trying to say? Drop top.
Yeah.
I remember you pulled up.
Platinum chain.
Platinum chain, all of that.
Yo, I'm hood-wise, just ask guys, I'm a rebel. The name's Mars, you can tell I'm on a different level. Post pop, make your ghost, you can see the devil. My tune's hard rock, bang like heavy metal.
I'm not a part of them at that point, at that moment, so that's what I'm saying. Man's doing Straight Gully and that, but really, we're listening to sports and that. These are even the reason why we're going studio. Joey had a mixtape out called Pedal Bike Diaries. Bro, that's why man was going studio. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because these men are, fucking up the roads, like.
Back then, there was no one really from Hackney that was doing it on the scale they was doing it.
Margs being one of the best rappers from East London. Tricky being that fly, hustling guy with slick stuff to say. Hypo being a massive, charismatic, in-your-face CEO style type person. Asco, for me, was like the new breed of what MashTown had created. Like, he followed in their footsteps and their precedent, and did it his own way as well.
He is like a representation of the ends almost, in the sense of like everybody's characteristics. So people like our mannerisms and our lingo and the way that we say things and the way we do things.
Mixes it all up with the trap
there's a lot of, it's because of a lot of people that we grew up with. There's a lot of big characters that are big in our ends and influential. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That so someone growing up in the ends and being exposed to all of that, then it's just seeing the person who they become, and that's who Asco is. You get what I'm trying to say? That
he comes from a long line of hustlers. So I know what Asco is in his DNA before I even know who Asco is.
Yeah, because that was installed into me from those before, man.
Asco is widely accepted as the trapper's rapper. Like, I've seen it. I've seen the hustlers really rate him, and they believe him.
But like I said, the man, we always kind of knew. Not even, like, obviously man's not trying to be arrogant and that, innit? Man can compare, innit? Compared to what's going on, and bro, man's not crazy, bro. You might not even be a top fan of mine, but you just can't say man's meaty.
That's what they're saying, we don't do this thing. They must be having a laugh. I'm in the club with my dogs, popping bottles all night, doing anything we want. You could say we having it large.
Some people have just got this star quality that you can't buy.
I never wanted to be a rapper, even up until now, because man don't really like the attention and that. That's what I'm saying, like, a lot of people will say, well, like, he's a bit of a show-off or he's a bit... But man, like I said, it's never for that.
With Asco, the difference was like, he looked mainstream. Our thing was all about being on the grind, on the come up, whatever. I think Asco's image kind of put him in a position where it looks like he was already a star, if that made sense.
It's just how man is, and like I said, it's not really about, like, for example, trying to make it look a certain type of way. It's just how man feel comfortable. This ain't for nobody or nothing. This ain't for gal and that, like, man, you know what I'm saying? This is not for no impression thing, it's just how I feel good, you get me?
His attention to detail is like bordering OCD, like he's...
I don't know, man. Just my to get it. It's just gotta be the way it's gotta be, you get me, bro? Man's indecisive as well, still. That's another word, I don't know if they use that word, but... It's not like man can't live if it don't be how it needs to be, but trust me, man struggles still. Man will do it to a certain extent, and man will do some extra type shit to make sure it's not meaty. You can't be, there's no meatiness now, man's covered it, man's boxed it all off, you know what I'm saying?
Asco's just annoying, man.
Is it meaty, though?
He's always late. He's always late. We're supposed to be in West London, 6 p.m. for a video shoot, and 5:45 he's in East London sitting in the barber chair, just about to get into it. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah, he buys weed and bun the spliff and told me to phone the weed man back and tell him he don't want it. Brother, I'm not doing all that.
As Hypo would say, love man or hate man, you just gotta rate man, you know what I'm saying?
So I got more interested or close in regards to us with the music side of things when he was putting out Zuvi, them times, and then the first Straight Drop.
Straight Drop, I put Straight Drop out on SoundCloud originally. Had like 3 songs out on SoundCloud, but them time, like I said, it's all pre-planned, innit? But I didn't actually shoot till my braces came off. And yeah, got one of my little bad drums, you know what I'm saying? I just shot the Zuvi for it quickly, you know what I'm saying? I think I got like 50 bags my first week on, I think I got 50 racks views on the first week on that joint, you get me?
Yeah, man, Straight Drop is something that I think just took a life of its own. I remember the first time I received a Straight Drop and I just saw the video and I just understood everything. I understood who Asco was. That was the moment that Asco really like decided to kind of step into his own, like, I'm a rapper, this is what I do, and I do it well.
It was a hybrid of what was lit right now and what we did. And they couldn't deny it, it was undeniable.
As hit me, he said, cool, what you doing? I like what you did with Spades. Let's try and do something over here. Then I thought, cool, let's try it, you know?
I think when Teddy was managing Spades was making noise at that point, you get me? Don't quote me, but I think that was around 2012. And Spades was doing that road them times there, getting hella bookings and that, club appearances, I was going up and down the country with them a couple of times, but then it's like, same thing, I wasn't really interested in it. I just felt like, me personally, I felt like Spades' thing was a bit different because of how he was forwarding. When I basically see that there was money involved, coming from the place man came from, could start really getting a bag from this thing, you get me?
And then the momentum just kept carrying on from there.
She say, Boogie, you so lit, so lit. I tell her, say, MashaAllah, you know.
I feel like the conversations were happening in regards to putting the phone down around the time So Lit was blowing up and we was going from label to labels.
Yeah, So Lit, the DMs were started going off, obviously, the phone was going off, it's all different now, innit?
And people would...
I was in jail when they played
So Lit, I tell you, say, MashaAllah, and people would say it back and everyone would say it back and you clock it up. He's got one here. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, man, like, it's a boogie, you're so lit, mad.
So Lit. It's one of my best rap songs that I think ever to come out of this country. That was the first time that I looked at a rap song and thought, oh, okay, rappers can make street hits.
So Lit was a massive moment, and he was one of the forerunners, actually, in terms of the rap space.
Man had a conversation with Teddy, like, man's on it now, innit? Man's ready to do this music thing, you get me, and make it happen. And yeah, 2016 we dropped, innit? By 2018, summer was signed.
And at that time, he was ready, like he's ready to put the phone down. We was getting shows, the money was coming in, so it made sense.
It's like it's a no-brainer. A time came about where the money was involved now, innit? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, bro, man's cold. Man can get a bag from doing this shit that man's dope at doing. You know what I'm saying? And man can come off the roads and really change man's life and change man's family's life with this thing, you get me?
It was an easy decision to make to do something. Like, Asco'S was scorching hot, but I felt like I could add value by managing him and getting him a situation at another label, which is where Warner came into play, and Sharav, Two-Tone, which is his venture.
I thought the way that he presented himself in So Lit felt very international. Everything about the way he styled himself, the car, even just like the language in the record. Obviously, he used some like phrases that would be universal across the world, whether it be, you know, Europe or America or wherever.
So now, like maybe Sharav and that was saying, raw, his thing was a bit too raw. Now it's like polished up now. Why for the polished up? But you know what I'm saying? Now they can present something. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, with all of that stuff, you get it?
But did we feel like we made it at that time? Yeah, I think we did. We did feel like, because he signed it, it was like a lot of money at that time. He was ready, like he's ready to put the phone down. We was getting shows, the money was coming in, so it made sense. Do you know what I mean? So when he did get arrested for everything else, it was just, that was like, he's put the phone down. We had that opportunity, do you know what I'm saying? We moved on from there. That's what I think hit him the most. The fact that he's put the phone down, he's ready to make the transition, and then obviously the police and whoever's come in and say, you know what, you done this, you done that, go inside and sit down.
Think, why now? You get me? Man, I'd have done this bird at any given time, bro. Because man know what comes with the life that man live, innit? So man's not really gonna bitch about it, but it's like man was more on some, bro, like why now, innit? When man's really doing that, you know what I'm saying? Legit life, but we had a lot of things in the pipeline, you know what I'm saying? Sponsorship deals and yeah, man, it was like, man was bitter, innit? Man was a little bit bitter for a little while, you know what I'm saying? Even though the whole time I know, wow, this is what's meant for me, it was still not easy to do that, you know what I'm saying? Digest, you get it?
We were in the middle of campaign, we were in the middle of the mixtape. It was difficult. One of the things that we wanted to do with him, we couldn't do all of them.
His situation was definitely the deepest scenario that I've been connected to while being in the music industry, in terms of what he was being charged with and what he was facing.
He's the guy with the torch, and all of a sudden the torch is out now. So everyone has to figure out where to go, what to do next. It's not going to be the same. You're not going to be going to no shows, or he's not going to come, or these deals are not coming.
When it became like newsworthy and it was in the media and stuff, that's when it got on top. That's when, you know, there was a lot of what I would call corporate distancing, where they didn't want to be part of it. And obviously by that point the media got hold of the fact that Warner were involved, so their name had already been dragged into it. And yeah, I definitely had difficult conversations with the president at the time, the boss of the label, and they just all saw it as a lot of trouble over something that hadn't done anything major commercially. I think if it was riding high in the charts and #1 or whatever and doing 200,000 albums, I think they probably would have lapped it up and, you know, seen it as a critically acclaimed whatever, and same way they did with Nines or anyone else. Like, I think it's all based on commercial performance, but we never really had the chance for it to fulfill its full capacity because, say, they got him right in the middle of the campaign.
The position they were taking was almost like, oh my God, look what he's done. This is disgusting. We can't be associated with it. I'm like, did you listen to any of his raps? Did you have any idea of the artist who you signed and where he's coming from and what, you know, the things that he speaks about in his music? Because if you're telling me that you haven't listened to any of his music then, because you sound way too surprised and way too disgusted.
You listen to Straight Drop 4, you listen to the stuff that he's saying, and this is happening in real time. Everything that he just told you is like he told you and he told the police. You get me? And they just listened to the song and said, all right, let's take it. Like, this was like the realest shit he ever wrote. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, as it was playing out, he's in jail, they took him from us for all this stuff that he's saying.
For me, I don't think that there was a day where I just thought Hypo wouldn't be around. Like, it was almost unbelievable to hear the news. It always seemed like Hypo knew something that everybody else didn't.
He's pushing this, he's driving this, and he understood what it needed and what it took, and he wanted to do that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he wanted to be successful.
He had the blueprint of what to do, how to do it, where to be.
He's a big part of us. He's a big part of us. He's a big part of MashTown. He's a big part of Hackney. I reckon he's also a big part of the music scene.
You either loved him or it was the opposite. Like, that guy had magnetism, charisma, like, he literally could light up a room. So he had that thing.
And he was the face of MashTown, or the engine of MashTown. So, yo, Jay-Z's gonna be at this hotel tonight. We need to be outside there from 7 o'clock and make sure we see Jay-Z even when he's walking in to get that. That's the energy that he brought. Do you understand what I mean? We need to see Westwood today.
Bro used to call me twin. You get me? Bro was like, man's mentor in the same breath. And obviously, like everyone said, that he's the one that believed and he's the one that had the original vision, innit? So like, even moving forward, more time, man's trying to just take it to them heights as well for bro. Cause he's the one that sold this, you get me? Cause a lot of the time, when man's doing this thing, even down to the music and all of that, man's doing it knowing that bro said, bro, we can do this, you get me? So even more so why man's pressing gas with it, you get what I'm trying to say? You get it, it's really his dream. Not saying that it's not the dream as well, but when no one believed, you know what I'm saying? And no one ever saw, and that, like, he was saying, yo, you man, it's us, so alright, cool, let's make it us, innit? I thought, you know what, well, maybe this is just not meant to be type thing. And then, yeah, because of the love that man stayed getting, like, consistently throughout the bird, like, there wasn't a day that went by that I couldn't repost someone playing my music. Whether they was driving to Straight Drop or it's getting played in a club so lit, like, I'm saying, alright, cool, they're not done. The music can't done for real, you know me?
This is something that me and one of my good friends, my business partner, Hayes, we've been, orchestrating for like 2 years while Asco'S in jail, like trying to make sure he gets the right distro.
Teddy and Hayes were trying to keep me interested for that amount of period because they're seeing what I'm doing. They're thinking, we can't have him even like forget about Asco. So they was always checking on me. We was talking all the time. So I felt part of it. By the time he was released, I felt like I already knew him. And it was only a matter of us sorting out the deal. And it was always going to be straight drop 5 first. So it's quite emotional seeing where we are now because sometimes a plan doesn't work out.
Yeah. All right. Oh, no, we're outside, you man.
Turn and go there. Yeah, you're outside.
Don't worry about it. Babe. It's
to London.
That's outside, you know. It's craziness. I will look different. Outside glow already and that. It looks different. Hey, bro, I'm looking all different and that. Alright, you see when you look at yourself outside compared to Kayla's? Hey, Teddy, I'm much. 6, you know? Huh?
Hey,
Alright, cool. Say nothing, man. End of one, beginning of the next.
Come on.
They try to mash up man's life, say now it's only right that I forward back ASAP and hit him with the 5, straight dropping all this light, bait and popping all my life. Then them feds built a case and had me doing up time, but I ain't never complained.
Forward in black, like it's music, it ain't nothing else. Yeah, got 2 A4 paper notebooks, filled them up, started writing and getting beats sent to me, and you know what I'm saying?
And he's just doing everything he needs to do and doing it in the right way and taking it all in his stride. So that's the biggest change I'd seen in him, just becoming more of a man.
Yeah, the Asco before he went in was I was more giddy, bro, in a nutshell, bro. Obviously, I was 6 years younger, you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe man weren't even ready for what was about to happen, you get it? Whereas now, I'm super prepped up, you get me? I'd say, yeah, like, we're more stern now, we're more focused, and man's more like, we're in a better position to be who I need to be when I get there.
Since I was rapping, we always had that vision of like trying to break the States.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Since finally done it, but it's like they saw what we saw in As in America. I don't think everyone sees it out here. I don't think everyone really saw it with Sench until Sench done it.
I think he deserves to be in the elite of UK street rap.
It's great to see him leaning into everything that he's been through and being honest and graphic about it, and you know, not sugarcoating it or glamorizing it, but really just telling people the real on what he was. And just because he's not in that world anymore doesn't change who he is as a person, because he's still the drippy, fun, smooth guy that still walks into a room and lights a room up.
GRM wouldn't be anything without the talent that we represent. He's been a core part of GRM daily history.
Asco found a dope blend of what we do and what's popping out there and what's needed and what's commercial, and he done it, and I don't think they could take it away from him. I don't think no one could take it away from him. When you play the song, that's what, when you hear say boogie, so you're making it say mashallah, you can't help it. He got nothing.
And then he looks the part.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so he done what he needed to do, and I think that's why it went where it did. It's probably the best offering for that side of things that we've put up.
Man know what comes with the life that man live, innit? Maybe man weren't even ready for what was about to happen. I couldn't make it a career at that time. Whereas now I'm super prepped up to be who I need to be when I get there. The drip can't done, you know what I'm saying? The music can't done, you know what I'm saying? It can't be meaty. Like, that's it. Just make sure it's not meaty.
I'ma make it right and take it to them heights, cause I know what hype's like. I think about bro when I look up in the sky. I think about Cheddar Boy, MashTown for life. Whole team full of top boys, yeah, that's my side. Trust, yeah, that's my side.